Episode 3 of my abandoned Comanche series all about pulling the engine and all the componentry off the body. Hope you enjoy it. Well, we're gonna try to take the bumper bolts off. That should be entertaining. A bolt from the other side of the bumper, and it is supported by a jack, so should come down smoothly, but we will see. On free harness. Down quite well. Yeah, it's gonna fall over now, of course. But I'm just gonna show you how to take the taillights off of these, but there's almost no screws them at all. There should be one here, one there, should be one there, and there's only one down there. So gently pull them out. This little locks off. Pinch that. We have two good taillight lenses for Comanche, which is like gold. Take the ground strap nut off. There is not one on the other side, at least not on this model. So in order to get the harness out, you need to pull the bulbs. It's an interesting one. And then we're going to fish it back up through. There's a small hole, which I'll show you. Gently fish this up and under. Long piece. Stick it up through the hole. Start to fish it out. Gently, I don't want to chunk these up. I want to have this harness in decent enough shape to sell it. And then fish the big one through. And there you go, one harness out. My harness connector has these trailer light wiring pieces connected to it. You snip those off, pull this connector, and pull the harness out the other side of the bumper. Okay, we pulled the main connector. We already had to free this up to see what was going on with the trailer harness, but you would pop this out of the hole here, and it's this rubber piece that fits around it. Normally get it with picks. Trailer harness is this is the trailer harness that he's having so much trouble with. Pull the harness back to the fuel tank. Peeling the tape back, they have to punch these double joint connectors, so I have to disconnect all these. And unfortunately, I'm just going to have to repair this harness when I get it out. These freaking scotch locks. I'm cheating as I don't want to try to drop the tank, so I pulled the convoluted tubing back and simply pull the harness out. Our harnesses are out back to the cab entrance, so we will move up, and you can see just how junk this frame is, unfortunately. Pull the carpet back, and this wiring harness out. This is the harness that goes through the floor for the connects to the fuel pump and the tail lights. There's 3 screws on this trim piece. It's just a push type fastener. This type of tool allows you to pull the window winder off of the stud. The rest of the door is just push clips. Slides right through. Oh, normally every one I've ever had just slid off. Don't normally break. But these don't come off with the door. You want to pull them off and put them on a panel. There's one little screw in the bottom of these, which I always forget. And there's 3 Torx fasteners in the window for the mirror adjuster. You can see this mirror bracket is pretty well cheesed. Push the rubber out. It's a vapor barrier. These are normally butyl on. To remove the speaker to do a window replacement of any of these parts. But I'm going to be taking all the wiring out. So you're like me and you want to take this harness off of the speakers. Just take the bellows off. And then you can fish all the wiring out. Just be gentle with everything, and it'll come apart. As rubber gets older, it tends to become brittle. Just something to remember. Pull the wiring out of it. The wiring goes through where the bellows was. Inside the body, do another plug. Oh, there we go. And that's out. We're going to take the outside trim off the window. Something gentle. It's aluminum, so you don't want to damage it. Just gently wiggle. Be careful of the vent window. Take this belt molding off, gently start on the end, peel it all the way off like so. This is the nut we have to loosen to be able to remove the window, at least free it so we can get the quarter window out. And wrench on it, and you want to be gentle around the glass. Just so I can lower the window more, peel the seal down so you can get this out. I almost forgot, there's 2 screws on the front of the door that you need to get this glass out. To try and make this a bit easier, I'm going to pull this trim off. Okay, so then we're going to gently pull the window. Got to wiggle it around. And it'll come up. It's a matter of trying to gently do things around the glass. Biggest thing is this bracket. That's a bit rusty. Finish pulling this stripping out, and we will gently feed the glass up. You'll have to be careful. Try to show you the proper way to drill out a rivet. And the biggest thing is, if there is a stem in it, you want to knock the stem out, because that's basically where you're going to be drilling into. You're not trying to drill through the rivet, you're trying to drill just simply the head off of it. If it does not have a stem, you don't have to worry about this part of it, but definitely knock this through. There we go. You see the stem is out. It's harder with the larger size heads. On your smaller normal rivets, it's pretty easy. This to pick the size, but you just want to take your time. Make sure the drill's going the right direction. All you're trying to do is drill the head of the rivet off of the stem. And there we are. Could have picked a little bit better drill bit size. And you can see that we have not damaged the original hole. So you can put the same size rivet back into it. There we go. Just trim pin off. On the sides. That's on. So there's this trim tape, these baffles. Take this trim piece off. It's soft aluminum, so you want to be careful. Take the window trim off to make a tool for it. Just pop off and gently pull it away. And we're working with glass paint, you want to be careful. Sometimes you can just simply slide it off. Then take the front end off, start with the grill, back with these pieces, this piece. Header, bump, don't know if we need the bumper off or not, but we'll see. Bulb just twists out. Let's say that there's no room to get your Torx fastener on there. They do make T-handles, of course. They're standard Allens, but Torx Swiss style. You're never going to get the torque on that you need. Well, what you can do is use the case that it comes in. Back through is a T-handle. And break it free. There we go. I'm cutting the rear glass out. Breaking the weather. Well, it wasn't a ton of fun, but the window's out and it just started raining, so it's perfect timing. Found the drain petcock for the radiator hiding behind the grill. Tetanus shot waiting to happen. I don't think there's anything in here. Take our upper core support off. I've never taken one of these off before, so we will see if that is all. And thankfully that is. It's not supposed to be all separaty. I was going to show you how to pull the radiator. When I snipped the lines for the AC, it decided to fall right out. This is the coil. Hopefully you can see that. Don't have to have a pair of these. They sure do help. Sorry if it's hard to see this, but it's hard to take this off. See that half removed nut about the middle of the screen. It's an engine block ground, and it's the only good thing about leaky oil. It keeps things from rusting. Pull the cowl panel and disconnect the wiper assembly motor. Everything on top is free. I have to go underneath, and then I'll sort out what connections have to be pulled apart to get them through the holes. I pulled the bolts off of the transmission mount because this cross member was not going to come off. I bagged the rear end of the transmission, so hopefully it doesn't leak fluid everywhere. Everything else is cut or ready. Pulling an engine out of a car can be very dangerous. Please take all the precautions you can to ensure your own safety. There were aspects of filming I couldn't do for the removal simply because it was just me. So there'll be some edits that are a little out of time, but the overall process is still there. Everything under the hood is removed. I had to pull the passenger side engine mount. There's a stud underneath the engine mount, which I pulled. I also tried to use the other side of this chain to give myself another pickup point, which I might have to tighten up with the chain because these always tend to lift a little awkward. Pried up on the passenger side engine mount. Wiggling it till it comes out. Get it balanced and move it under the engine hoist so I can take it in the garage. Well, that took entirely too long, but it's in the garage. I'll make a cart for it like that one. Well, I pulled everything I'm going to pull off of it, so it's time to call the recyclers. Basically, everything is out of it. At least everything that I know that I can use and or sell. It's a shame. I was hoping to get this thing running and sell it, but no such luck. If you guys are interested, I did film full teardown of the engine and some other componentry things, and I will definitely make another video if you want one. Just let me know in the comments. For this last installment, dogs.